Similarly, with participants. So right now, let's start a presentation of MMM South Africa. Then we'll go inside the PO slowly. New participants who are registered. Sinkobe some bitcoins ukuthi asebenza kanjani yini ama bitcoins. Where can you buy bitcoins? Where can you sell bitcoins, etc. And then how to PH with your bitcoins. We'll register new participants, etc. I'll show you how to register, how to create a Bitcoin account, how to create an email address, etc. And then create a PO for a new participant. Alright, MMM South Africa, right? So, MMM Mutimali, ikhula ngo 30%, yes. MMM we community of mutual aid, which has no equals. The system, peer-to-peer system, which CJ Mabrodi in 2011. And also kulingana abantu baphuma ugqileni bezezimali. Community has been ever since yaqala. So wonke umuntu oyimember MMM une financial independence. We independent financially. So MMM ke mningi ke yakona MMRSA phela maningi amazwe ase nala ama members anele community ya MMM ekubalelwa khona o China, o India, Indonesia, Japan, Nigeria, Brazil, USA, Turkey, bese kuba ithina la South Africa and Spain. So asibuke ke le list ke le ukuthi ke this is according to population. Or should take how many members. This is top 10 of our communities in countries with a number of members. So we are going to South Africa, so number 9. So number 9 at the moment, of which by next year we have to be down at least for number 5. We have to just at least be the number 1, or we have to have the biggest population in Africa at least. So we need to become number 4. We will achieve that. I'm certain. So MMM brings happiness. We need to understand the ideology of MMM. One of our members, before you join MMM, you need to be aware of the ideology of MMM. Because there is financial slavery in the world, and the MMM is there to relieve people from the financial slavery. Now let us have a look and study the ideology of MMM. We need to familiarize ourselves with it, right? So the modern world is very bad. It's inhumane. We all know it's unfair. This very unfair and unjust financial system. It's not made for people like me and you, for ordinary people. It's for those who are rich. We sweep their policies. We are slaves. We are slaves for them. We are slaving for the rich, etc. And what lies behind the welfare of the community is labor. And labor should be the equivalent for money. The ones who provide more labor are supposed to be richer. But why the ones who are not even aware of what labor is, they become rich because they print the money, etc. So we need to familiarize ourselves with the ideology of MMM. So we all know that most people worldwide are dissatisfied. Me, I'm not satisfied with this financial system. I'm precise that you also are also satisfied in the financial system. So I want to say we're indebted and we are witnessing a social inequality. We are witnessing a social inequality, and when some have everything while others have nothing, the richer are becoming more richer, the poor are becoming more poorer. So now the ideology behind MMM, take them spare money that you have and circulate it among people, provide help to someone at that moment while you do not use the money, so that he or she can be able to find freedom at that moment, and you will be rewarded. The system will reward you 30% every month. And money, as you can see, it is demonstrated in this photo. Money is shekels, actually. We are all prisoners for money. So basically, you need the money in order to be able to buy food, in order to be able to manage your disease, etc. Money, there's nothing that you can do now without money. Soon you'll hear having to rent for your bread. You know, it's just that they haven't figured out the way. But the federal government prints the money and distributes it to all central banks all over the globe. So you must work for this piece of printed paper. So the federal government is behind the money. They create the money, they print the money, etc. But how do we know? And the money can be printed and be sufficient for each and everyone. Why not they just print the money and give it to everyone, so that they go and buy everything that they need? But there's people, there's kids in the rural areas who are starving or starved to death. We are all affected by money. So the founder, this guy, this is Sergey Mavrodi. Let us familiarize ourselves with the founder of the MMM community, Sergey Mavrodi. Sergey Mavrodi was born in Moscow in Russia. Is the founder and the leader of this wonderful community, MMM community. And this is his lifetime project. He's the one, is one of the few who has defined the current unjust financial system. He's one of the people who noticed that this current financial system is unjust, it's unfair, and took action towards that. So, Sergey Mavrodi, he stands for financial freedom, as you know him. And he's a mathematician. He's a candidate master sports in Sambo. He became the deputy of the Russian parliament in 1994. And he worked as a programmer at a very young age. He worked as a programmer and he partook in the development of the first operating system. So he knows computers very well. And he almost became, he came to be the deputy of the Russian parliament, so he's trusted by his people. He's into politics, and he's a writer. He wrote scripts that were turned into movies, books that are sold in bookstores, etc. So he's someone who's very involved. That's Mr. Sergey Mavrodi. I've bought a few of his books. He's a very excellent writer. There's a book that I'm currently reading, which was written by Sergey Mavrodi. I bought a Kindle version of it in Amazon. Go to Amazon.com, search for Sergey Mavrodi, and see the books that he has written. He's a very involved individual. So, more than he wrote novels and poems, etc. And some of his poems are turned to music, some of his scripts are turned to screenplays, etc. He's very involved. That's Mr. Sergey Mavrodi, the founder of the MMM community.